fuck is me? I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket.
All right, guys, what is going on? I apologize about the music. I am definitely not distracted by this Celtics Warriors game, not at all. But yeah, man, what is going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of Notorious Unscripted. Man, this is episode 95, 95 of Notorious Unscripted, man. Yes, yeah. What is going on, guys? Yes, we're back. Another edition of Notorious Unscripted. First time watching, you guys do not know how the show works, man. Every Monday we're on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday we are on here with the news. Speaking of last Friday's edition of the news, man, if you guys did miss this past Friday's edition of the news, you guys can now find that on all platforms, man. We talked about Warner Bros. Discovery ordering AEW to move MJF off of all advertisements for AEW. A brief Hell in a Cell review, and all that. It was it was a really good episode of news. There was a ton of stories. So yeah, that was episode 113, I believe. But if you guys did miss that, you guys can now watch that on all platforms, man. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here 4 p.m. Central on Fridays. Yes, also, if you guys have not got a chance yet, Notorious Heels Podcast official merchandise. If you guys have not got a chance to get official merchandise for the Notorious Heels Podcast, your Notorious Heels Podcast, you guys can now find that on bonfire.com. The link is in the top of the description. And it is on all my social medias, and it is in my link tree. But yes, you guys can now find that at the top of this description and on all my socials, at Johnny Mayhem NHP. On the left, you got the base Notorious Heels Podcast logo design, and on the right, you have the Riddler inspired, the best kept secret to the IWC, man. So, if you guys have not got a chance, like I said, I'm wearing some now. I'm wearing the base logo shirt in red. But, yeah, man, again, if you guys did miss that, bonfire, bonfire.com, top of the description of this video. And, yeah, man, also, if it's your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels Podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my boy Sir K here. How's it going, man?
Going good, man. Going good. Just chilling out. Just worked today. Just been chilling, man. Just been chilling. It's just been hanging out, bruh. Ain't nothing much going on, bruh. Just waiting for the Rest Forbidden Door weekend, bruh. But other than that, man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Everything's good. Family's good. What about you, man? How's everything?
Yeah, bro, I'm good. Just watching this game here. This is
Very
It's
intrigued.
getting good, man. It's getting good, man. Yeah. Let me know how you guys are thinking about these NBA finals, man. It's been a great series so far. Yeah, but yeah, this shit's wild, bro. They got Steph Curry out here, ain't been able to hit a fucking 3 all game, and they're still winning, man. So I don't know if Steph's hurt, but you know, that's besides the point. This isn't a basketball podcast. But yeah, the series is getting interesting, man, and yeah, I'm loving it, bro. I'm loving it. Warriors in 6, bro. But anyway, yes. Yeah, other than that, man, I'm good. Family's good. Yeah, I'm good, bro. Just chilling. Nothing much, man. Just hot as fuck today, bro.
Bro,
Hot
too damn hot, bro.
Bro,
I go out there for 3 minutes, I was sweating, bro.
Dude, oh
Fuck
my
that.
god, miserable. And then it just got windy all of a sudden, and then we started getting tornado warnings. So I'm like, what the hell? But man,
Get
hot
the wind.
as fuck. Hot as
Way
fuck.
too damn hot.
It was like kind of windy, but there was still like that heat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It was just
miserable.
hot, bro.
Miserable as fuck today. And it's going to be the same way tomorrow. So,
I'm glad I
actually,
ain't
it's going to
this
be,
tomorrow.
bruh, it's going to be worse tomorrow.
It's gonna be like 100 tomorrow, bro. Fuck that.
Ugh.
I'd be calling
Horrible.
off Dabby tomorrow. 100%, bro.
100%, bro. Absolutely horrible. But yeah, man. Other than that, nothing much, man. Nothing much. Yeah, nothing much going on with me. Yeah, we got Logan in the chat. How's it going, man? How's it going? He says, "LOL, a pose off to end Raw." Says I plan to get myself some merch soon. Just got a lot on my plate recently. Yeah, bro. I know. Trust me. We understand. We understand.
You don't gotta worry about fucking merch.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. We know you got a lot on your plate. We hope you're doing okay. We hope you're doing
Definitely,
okay.
man.
Absolutely, man. I hope everything's good with you. Man. He says, I haven't been paying too much NBA stuff the past couple weeks. It's been hard to work 9 hours a day and want to watch a basketball game for a couple hours. Yeah, man. Absolutely, bro. Especially
That's
nail
how it is,
biter.
bro.
Especially some nail biters, bro. Like this series has been. It's just been
Hell
good as
yeah.
hell. It's been good as hell. But
Oh, it's been amazing.
I'm telling you, man.
It's
Telling
been
you.
so
Who you got,
good.
bro? Who you got?
Shit, you know
Shit.
who I got.
Oh, shit.
You
Who you got, bro? Who you got?
Man, I
Man,
got
tell us.
Man, you know who I got. I don't fucking know.
Man, the people want to know, man. The people want to know who you
Fuck
got.
it, I'll say Celtics.
Man, what? Get the hell out of here. No, man. The
Damn.
people don't want to know anymore.
Damn.
No, man. Yeah, I don't know. This could go either way, bro. This could go either way. It's been a damn good series, though. I got Warriors, though. Definitely
got
the
you.
Warriors.
I literally only said that team because I remember that one game we were watching. They said that one dude on the team been on that team for how long and still ain't won a fucking.
Oh, Al
one.
Horford.
Yeah, that man needs that in his career, bro. Dude looks sad as hell. That's the only reason I said that team. Yeah, that's all I remember. How sad
Yeah,
that
bro.
stat was for that man.
Yeah,
That man
it's
is stat man.
definitely been an interesting series here, man. But regardless, yeah, man, we're gonna start it off with the week of AEW Dynamite. We got a very interesting week of Dynamite here. Definitely a lot of talking points, man. Definitely a lot of talking points, bro. So we open the show with this CM Punk, not CM. Well, yeah, kind of. Well, the interim battle royal. The winner of this match gets Mox at the end of the night, obviously because of CM Punk being gone. So, dude, this battle royal, from a production standpoint, I didn't like it. I thought it was just spaced really weird. I thought it was put together really sloppy. Did you see that one point in the match where they started playing Dark Order Trons, but there was no music?
Yeah, I think I vaguely remember some random shit like that happening.
Yeah, real weird. Real weird. So, I don't know, man. It just... I think what one of the main components of it was you got like this battle royal, and you know the winner of this faces Jon Moxley for a chance at the AEW championship, and you have people like the Gun Club and John Silver in the battle royal. Things like that, I think, really like just took it out. As much as I love him, like, what is Max Caster doing in there? Like, what?
Exactly.
Why is why are the Acclaimed with? Why are the Acclaimed with the the Gun Club? I mean, the Ass Boys or whatever the hell you want to call them. I mean, it makes no sense, bro. It's not. It really isn't. It's just there was a couple other people in there too. I know the Max Caster and the Gun Club. John Silver was in there at one point, and I'm just sitting there watching. I'm like,
why are these people in it?
Yeah, I don't feel like when And they have the people, so they can't use that as a fucking excuse. Like, it's a battle royal. So, like, nobody technically gets buried in a battle royal. I mean, you go over the top rope. I mean, it's not like you're getting pinned.
pinned or nothing.
You know,
Anything can happen.
You can work around that. I mean, have a guy just hanging out on the apron and then have him just get pushed off, like, as a shock. Like, there's so much, like, for example, like, if you put a guy like Malachi Black in there, or like a Miro, you know, you don't want these guys to lose, and you're not. So, like, putting them in a battle royal, like, anybody and everybody can go over the top rope at any given time. So you're not doing anybody disjustice. Even with Wardlow, like, we'll talk about that later in the night, but, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but that happened later in the night. But it's like, you could even put him in there to set something up with Scorpio Sky as opposed to how they did it. It just, things like that, man. And yeah, it just felt really weird. It did not feel like a star-studded battle royal whatsoever. Especially who ended up winning it. It was kind of just like bad.
As hell. It was an instant. Oh, I know who's winning the main event.
Yeah, and you don't want that at all. The Joker ends up being Andrade, and
I really like that.
I really like that. I think a lot of people have this standard for AEW. I've seen a lot of people upset about this. A lot of people want to see somebody debut, but dude,
not every Joker got to be a debut.
Honestly, man, like, bruh.
That's why I really like that it was Andrade.
Yeah, people set this standard for AEW. Anytime there's a mystery slot for anything, it has to be somebody debuting, and that's you're letting yourself down at that point. I mean,
exactly.
It's awful. Like, you know,
it's like, come on.
You know, it's one thing when a guy like Meltzer says, you know, this guy might show up at this show, and then you're disappointed, like, ah, fuck, like, damn, you know.
Like, yeah, exactly.
But, I mean, Jesus, give him a break, man. Not everybody has to be a debuting guy. I mean, dude, you have so many people on this roster, you could probably never need a Joker ever again. You'll just have good people consistently to be a Joker. But Andrade is the Joker, and that is pretty cool, as a matter of fact, because the Arkham Origins, you know how Arkham Origins had the Joker disguised as Black Mask for half of it?
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Pretty cool. I was kind of thinking about that. You know, like Black Mask, and then, you know, he's the Joker, but it's Andrade, it's Manny. But yes, Andrade ends up being the Joker, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Very good to see him. I believe this is the first time we're seeing him live. No Roosh, but I believe this is the first time we're seeing him live since he's gotten married. Maybe a little bit before that as well. So it's going to be. I thought it was going to be a very good showcase for him to be in the main event. I thought it was a perfect spot for him.
Oh, yeah.
Main event gets down to it. I believe the last three were O'Reilly, Andrade, and someone else. I can't exactly remember. Was it Darby?
It might have been Darby.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, though.
Well, lo and behold, it's two guys and Andrade, and Andrade, out of nowhere, just gets dumped over. And, matter of fact, let me just look really quick. Because I remember saying at this particular point, like, you know, well, this is really fucking predictable.
Yeah, exactly.
But, let's see. Stupid iPad. Oh, Wheeler Yuta. That's who it was. It was Wheeler Yuta. So, it's Wheeler Yuta, Kyle O'Reilly, and Andrade. And out of nowhere, Andrade just gets dumped. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this, like, he's not even going to Forbidden Door. He's literally, because we all know it's going to be Moxley anyway, but it would have made it a little more unpredictable. But it's like, we all know he's we all know he's not going to Forbidden Door. He's literally just going to the main event of Dynamite.
Exactly.
Why couldn't you give him that spot? And it's not a knock. It really isn't. It's really not a knock on Kyle O'Reilly at all, because
No, it's just
Kyle is fantastic. I mean, a lot of people hold his single stuff on the standard that it was in NXT when he had his singles run, which was awful. But when we're getting a Kyle O'Reilly that's a little more himself, it's definitely a lot better. It's definitely a lot better. But yeah, man. I mean, it doesn't make much sense why you couldn't have just gone with Andrade. At a certain point, I thought it could have been Wheeler Yuta to kind of give us that little like rematch of the Blackpool Combat Club guys, but
that would awesome.
That didn't happen. I had a feeling it wouldn't.
No.
So after Andrade was done, I was like, oh, okay, well, they're not going to send Wheeler Yuta. As good as he is, they're not going to send Wheeler Yuta to the main event of Forbidden Door. Neither are they going to send Kyle O'Reilly to the main event of Forbidden Door. Like, it just doesn't make much sense, man. It didn't make much sense at all. And very predictable outcome. And I mean, the match was going to be great. Nobody has a problem with that, but it's just like, can you just throw Andrade a bone? That's the moral of the story, bruh.
Please, man. But another factor about Andrade that was revealed today, he ended up tweeting out today that he can't be at Forbidden Door. He is not allowed because AAA and one of the other companies in Mexico that he works for also doesn't allow him. Same reason the Lucha Bros won't be at Forbidden Door. AAA and them aren't allowing them because apparently AAA has a beef with New Japan. I never heard about it, but apparently it's real.
Really?
Yeah,
That
and Andrade
sucks.
Yeah, it's crazy. Andrade was tweeting and deleting at him to tell him to pay him, and that he's not allowed to because of them. So
Was it in
that's
English?
tough. It was in English.
It was Charlotte.
Oh yeah. He gave her his phone. Hey, can you tweet this out? Just delete it in like 10 minutes. But tweet
Let's
out
go,
that
bruh.
I'm not
Thursday.
allowed.
Warriors in 6.
Damn. No. Nothing. But yeah, bro, it's fucking yeah. Fuck. It was weird, man. I saw those tweets and I thought that was very weird, which is very telling on why he didn't go to that little main event, man. But come on, I would have loved it, man.
Because Andrade, once upon a time, was in LIJ. So I don't. One of the things I was really hoping we would see at Forbidden Door was Andrade versus Naito. I don't know if Naito's still in LIJ. I haven't really kept up with New Japan like
really
that.
Haven't.
Like that. I keep up with the people that I really like over there. So like Ospreay and Jay White.
Them.
Yeah, all those kind of guys. Naito, Tanahashi. But I don't know if he's still in LIJ, but I know he's one of the most popular members of that group. And Andrade is, and he's years away from that. And ever since leaving LIJ, he's just made a superstar out of himself. So I really would have liked to see that.
Hell yeah.
I really would have liked to see that. I thought that would have been really cool, but it's unfortunate, man, how these other companies, I mean, even though it doesn't make any sense because the main headline of the show is AEW. So, like, Andrade's with AEW, so I don't understand why. I mean, it doesn't. It makes zero sense, bro. It really makes no sense.
That's really weird, but he might not be in AAA anymore after tweeting and deleting about them, so at least he'll have more time for AEW.
Interesting, man. But yes, that was the Battle Royal. I didn't really like it. I didn't really
No.
like the winner. I thought it was incredibly predictable. Even though, like I said, man, even though we all know Andrade would have lost,
Yeah,
it's
still
nice
was nice.
when you can actually see somebody that you really like, and me and you especially. Me and you especially have been huge fans of Andrade for a while, as he
Oh,
holds
yeah.
both of our favorite matches of all time
Yep.
against Gargano. But that, like, when you got a guy like that, man, and he's been used so poorly, it's relieving, man, to see the guy once in a while just get thrown a fucking bone, man. Just throw him a bone, please. He will catch it. I
Please.
guarantee fucking
Exactly.
you.
Just let the man show himself.
Yeah, bro, and I really think some kind of Rey Mysterio's wanted this for years, man, but the LWO, the Latino World Order,
Should be
you
heat.
know, I think Andrade's got something good going here if we continue to see Roosh. And with that, I would really like to see them add the Lucha Bros to that. I think that'd
I
be
really would.
amazing. I think that'd be amazing, and I think that'd be a group that everybody resonates with. And I think that'd be awesome for not only your Mexican audience but us as well, because
Exactly.
I just want to see Andrade do good, man. He's great. But after this, they air up a promo video for Mox, just talking about the match and just talking about pretty much his reaction to Kyle O'Reilly winning.
Yeah.
Then they go into this video package that is for a new championship in AEW.
Just random.
Randomly, I still have the pictures up from Friday. They showed us, if you guys did miss that show them again, the All Atlantic Championship. I love the name. That's like really nice to see them name something not after a TV network. But it's cool to see them kind of name something and take a little bit of inspiration from like a Intercontinental Championship, All Atlantic Championship. Very cool. I love it. Yes, awesome. Very cool. Beautiful looking belt. What were you saying?
One thing about the belt design, which is really cool, with the little like image, not image, but like engraving of the two guys wrestling, and one of them it's Kenny Omega giving the one winged angel, which is a really cool touch.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, I think it's on the right one, if I'm not mistaken. It's like halfway through it.
Fucking Durante, bro.
I knew what you mean.
Yes, man.
Bro,
but
driving like Blueface.
Oh. Oh man. However, yes, AEW announces the All Atlantic Championship. Obviously, I just showed you guys the pictures, but yes, I love the name. I love the concept of it. I like how they're adding another mid-card title for the men. However, we touched on this briefly Friday, man, but we told you guys we'd get into it on Monday because that is the whole point of the show. We have a problem here. It's we're getting these titles at horrible placement. Horrible.
Oh, so
and
horrible.
The thing with AEW is they do have the roster to back up all these belts. So I'll say that. But I will also say they do not have the amount of television time. They have 3 hours a week of television time for the AEW Championship, the TNT Championship, the Tag Team Championship, the Women's Championship, a secondary Women's Championship that I do not know why exists. What else? And
now this.
And now a 6th championship, not to mention all of the ROH championships they feature sometimes on the show. the FTW championship, like, and then even like these championships that they don't defend, like Ricky Stark's FTW title, dude, just even the championships that are literally just there to look pretty. I mean, what was the point of creating Owen Hart championships? Why didn't they just have a cup? I mean, they call it the Owen Hart Cup anyway. Just
Exactly.
give them a cup, you know, a big trophy. It doesn't make any. It literally makes no sense, man. And I do not understand why we're getting another championship before we get trios championships.
Like, bro.
Makes no sense. I told you guys on Friday, man, the order that this should have went, they should have announced all at once the AEW, TNT, tag team, and women's championships all as your starters.
Yep.
Starters. You know what I mean? Obviously, they didn't do that. They didn't felt like they needed a mid-card title, which I will say, at the time, the roster was very slim, and I remember everybody saying, AEW is just rinse and repeat, no better than WWE, and now everybody complains because they have a big roster. I don't get it, but wrestling fans, right? So, anyway, then after that, trios. Well, you could have even put this All Atlantic title there, but due to the fact that you just know these trios are going to be coming, man. I mean, they started the Inner Circle. The Young Bucks said from day one they wanted to have a promotion where a bunch of factions can exist and they can introduce multiple factions to an American audience and a big market. So make it work, because obviously in WWE you got 3 factions and that's it. Maybe 2. You know what I mean? Nowadays, maybe even 1. But they wanted to introduce to a bigger audience the multiple faction thing. Just judging off that, Trios Championships need to be number 5. And then you explore a mid-card for the men's. Mm-hmm. And then in a couple years,
I'm talking years,
think about doing a secondary for the women. But, dude,
you gotta have a massive roster in order to do that.
We said this shit Friday, man, but the TBS Championship might as well be named the Jade Cargill Championship, because
literally,
the belt,
bro.
It seems like they just make belts for people.
They really do.
And what scares me about this All Atlantic title is, look at the bracket, man. I'm going to show you guys the bracket. We got Buddy Matthews versus Pac. We all know how this went. Pac advanced, so he's going to the Fatal 4-Way. We have Penta Oscuro versus Malachi Black. Obviously, Black is going to Forbidden Door because Penta can't, so that's kind of
obvious there.
Now we have Ethan Page versus Miro. This is what scares me, man. And obviously, then we just got the New Japan slot, so I don't know who the hell is going to be in that. But whoever it is, it should be interesting. I said this on Friday. I would have liked to seen Keith Lee in here representing the American, America in this thing. I thought that would have been really cool because, you know, I would think you would want Keith Lee on that type of show. But regardless, that is the bracket, and you know, everybody always throws this out there. They say Miro brought, you know, a great amount of prestige to the TNT Championship. Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
You can't do that right now because you have Wardlow going for the championship.
Yep.
So what do? And it's kind of scary because Pac is in a faction, Black is in a faction, and we
New
do know
Japan
these
got involved.
trios titles are on the way,
Mm-hmm.
so all fingers kind of point to Miro, and it's kind of scary, man, because I feel like it'll be a Jade Cargill situation. I feel like he'll just have a stranglehold on the championship, and you might as well call it the Miro Championship, because
Yep.
I feel like at this point they're just making a belt to give him something to do, so he's not just doing nothing.
He's not just floating. And it's like, bro, no, you don't need it right now. It just none of this makes sense, man. They did not fucking go through their titles in a correct manner, man. At this point, fucking I was gonna say Thunder Jade. Thunder Rosa is so fucking underbooked. Might as well just make Jade the one
You
who
might as
beat
well.
you might as well at this fucking point the one who beat Britt. It would make more sense like how they do everything now. Just don't make the TBS title and make trios because that'll organize your roster. Been saying
100%.
that for fucking a year and a half now.
Yep.
And then you could do it on Atlantic because, like you said, they do have the roster for a
Yeah.
second mid card. I will say that, but
Absolutely.
like you also said, they don't got the TV time, bro. We barely got enough TV time for the titles we have, let alone non-title shit. So it's like, come on, either make Rampage 2 hours or slow down. Slow down on the titles, bro. Don't flip flop the TNT title, and you won't really have to worry about needing a second mid card right now. If you treat the TNT title with prestige, you wouldn't need to fucking fast track this All Atlantic Championship.
Yeah, and I know I know Miro just came back, so you don't want him floating around, but NXT did this so perfectly. NXT went on 5 times a year, and they had a
Yep,
revolving door of people. So,
you did.
and I feel like in AEW, and I get it because it's a little more. It's obviously on a larger scale than NXT was, which was the WWE network. So ratings and all that didn't really come into play as much. But I really think what would help, man, is these segments, and I love this is a perfect example. We did not see Chris Jericho on this Dynamite. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. We don't
Exactly.
need to see these people
Every week.
in a segment every week because 9 times out of 10, the
It's
segment
just
is
filler.
meaningless. It's just
Yeah.
it does nothing. So like, and even with CM Punk, I've always said like I know he wants to be there, and he
Every.
can. I mean, he can be there, but
You're not gonna be on
like
TV every week.
you don't need him on TV every week because I know people want to see him, but if it's just for him to come out there and just do a pointless segment that could have been given to the Keith Lees of the world who never
Do it
get
on
the
dark
light of
match.
day, like, yeah, have him do a dark match or
Make the
something. Have
crowd
him
happy.
exactly
It's really that
after the
simple,
show goes
man.
off the air, man. Just have
You get
Punk
even
go
more
out there.
freedom to just do shit. It would really be a good system, and even with the ratings part, they have enough people to where when one big person that's a big ratings draw ain't there one week, another person that is there. You don't have Daniel Bryan this week, you might have
Yep,
CM Punk or Mox or this person or that person. They have the
and
people,
and
the big
then
people.
and then when Punk is out, people want to see him. So they're going to get excited for when he does come back and they're going to want to watch that
Yep.
episode of Dynamite. So it I would really like to see them implement something like that where it's a revolving door system because I mean if you could make it work, man.
Yeah,
You just you got to go off the blueprints that Triple H drew up for us pretty
you
much.
really do. Because they drew them up for a reason, man. They worked. And
Yeah.
it's a damn good system, man. One week we could see the TNT, next week the All Atlantic. Easy system, man. It's an easy system to make. It's just who you can slot in then, and just do that around injuries, and you're fine. You're great. TV quality goes up, and you really won't lose much in the ratings because Someone will always be there. That's how good their roster is. Where someone is always there. Someone that matters.
Exactly,
And
man.
it's just great, man. It's going to get even better for a system like that when people like Kenny come back. Because there's a lot of people on TV now. When Kenny comes back, that's going to be even bigger. So you're going to have even more money on the table to do a revolving door. That's really what they need. They got their forbidden door. They need to focus on the revolving door, bruh. They really do.
Yeah, man. I mean, it just doesn't doesn't make any sense as to why we're still not getting a trios championship.
No,
Meanwhile, we're getting another mid card title for the men's, which is a little more needed, but it's not more needed than a trios championship. And like I said, if you're so worried about people being lost in the shuffle, man, just do a revolving door. And if you have nothing for them, you have nothing for them, man. I mean,
just how it is.
I'd rather see Miro on TV when there's something to do than him just trotting around doing nothing. Because
Just to be on TV.
what does that do for anybody? You know what I mean? It doesn't
And
do
what
anything for him. Doesn't do anything for me. I don't know, man. But what were you saying?
yeah.
This fucking thing. Okay. Think. Move around a little bit. Oh, okay. Yes, I believe you're fluent again.
No, thank God. Fucking OBS.
Fucking A. Okay. What were you saying
Alright.
now?
Fuck. What the fuck did I say? Um. Yeah, man. With the ROH, with Tony Khan's ownership of ROH, there's a place that where the revolving door can go in between these two companies, man.
Exactly, dude. And that's such a great point, man. I mean, Miro's not doing anything. If you're so worried about it, have him go after the ROH championship, dude. Make it
Exactly.
interesting. Make it interesting, man. I mean, he does not need a Miro championship. Honestly, I would put the title on Pac or Black.
100%.
I know they're in a group, but Pac needs to be done with that group, and I think he's waited around in AEW for his chance for so long. I really think this would be a great time to put the title on him and have him kind of start to move away from the Lucha Bros. I think that'd be really good
Definitely.
for him, and I think he would do wonders for a championship like that,
Oh,
a
yeah.
intercontinental type championship. Um, yeah.
Truly, man. Truly.
Next, yeah, man. So that's the whole deal with the All Atlantic Championship, man. Is it needed before Trios Championships? Really?
Come
No.
on.
I don't know what you're waiting on for Omega. I mean, I know, this is All Elite Wrestling, so I know he's an anchor of the company, but
But you should know
you
when you need something.
yeah, man. I mean, you have so much guys on this roster, man, and so much factions on this roster. You do not
You really
necessarily
can't afford to
need.
wait.
Honestly, you can't, man. You really can't. But yeah, so with that, we get this semifinal matchup between Buddy Matthews and Pac,
She was
and
heat.
this was a fantastic match. Two different eras of 205 Live clashing here.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
it was awesome. Very very good match as expected. These guys showed glimpses of it at Double or Nothing when they had that
Hmm.
banger of a match in that 6-man. Imagine that being a 6-man for the trios championships.
What a
You
win note, man.
you can't tell me if that was the first showcase for those titles. You cannot tell me that match alone would not have got those championships over. You can't tell me
Exactly,
that,
man.
bro.
Exactly.
However, yes, it was an amazing match, and Pac ended up picking up the victory, earning himself a spot in the Fatal 4-Way. So,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
man, very good shit here by Pac and Buddy Murphy, man. So, yes, great. Next, we got Trent Beretta. We got Trent, man. He's out in the ring, and he says that Roppongi Vice.
Hate that fucking group.
He says Roppongi Vice was screwed because of United Empire, and they deserve one more shot at the ROH Tag Team Championships. He calls out FTR. FTR come out there. Cash says, it doesn't sit right with you, and it doesn't sit right with us either. We did not lose to you guys, but we certainly did not win either. And we just want to come out here and show these people that we're the best damn professional wrestlers every single night. Blah, blah, blah. So Dax grabs the mic and he says, you shouldn't be mad at us. You should be mad at Will Ospreay's bitch boys.
Damn.
And then you just see the New Japan logo on the stage, and you see a flag waving around, and it says United Empire on it. So I was like, oh, okay. I did not think Will Ospreay himself was going to come out. He did. He came out. The crowd popped. Not as hard as I thought they were gonna pop, but they popped.
Definitely popped.
They popped, man, and Aussie Open. I want to see this group all at once, because we see like different parts of them. Like we seen Jeff Cobb and the one dude that one week. Now this week we're seeing Aussie Open and Will Ospreay, and I think another dude was there too. So it's like kind of tricky on kind of who the group is, but I got a really bad feeling about this. I'll get into this in a minute. So they jump in the ring. Well, Ospreay's standing on the stage. He does this. Aussie Open jumps FTR and Trent. Will Ospreay jumps down in the ring, and they runs down to the ring, and they all start beating him up. And they get FTR out of the ring, and Will Ospreay gives Trent what he calls the Hidden Blade. And my God, that is wicked,
sick.
bro. That is sick. And I love the name. The guy's obviously a Assassin's Creed mark, like myself. So, this was very cool to see Will Ospreay on AEW Dynamite in his debut, in a way. This is the first time we're ever seeing him on AEW, man. So, an AEW debut, not officially with the company, but nonetheless, Ospreay and United Empire, I have the worst feeling in the world, are going to end up facing at Forbidden Door, and I think this is horrible. I truly think this is horrible. Why do I have a feeling? I mean, I know they did the 6-man on Rampage, and hopefully they got that out of their system. Why do I just have the worst feeling that we are going to see FTR and the best friends, all three of them, the OG members of the group, versus United Empire?
Man, I hope not.
What
I
a
hope they don't
waste.
delegate FTR, but they probably will, man. God, it sounds bad. Like, Roppongi Vice and Best Friends, and they just ain't it, bruh. I don't
Mm,
see a damn thing in any of them. Fucking Roppongi Vice got to be one of the worst tag teams I ever seen in my damn life. Trent Beretta can't cut a promo to save his life. What's the
no.
point of these people, bruh? Come on. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
The only thing compelling about Chuck Taylor is he's a huge Dying Light fan. Um,
That's
and
the only thing he's got going for him.
the only, the, the only thing compelling about Orange Cassidy is old AEW clips. So,
Yep.
I mean,
So it's like, come on.
what is the point? And not only do I not want to see them stick FTR with this bullshit at Forbidden Door, Will Ospreay, bruh. Dude,
Come on, bruh. Don't do
this
that.
guy is so damn good. I
Don't
mean,
delegate
this
him to
guy is
this.
so damn good. Do not put this man in a 5-man tag. Now, FTR and Trent did pick up the victory on Rampage against United Empire, so
Mhm.
I really hope this is the end of it, man, because Ospreay needs to face
Somebody in singles. Not this group.
Swerve, Keith Lee, Darby,
That would be sick. Somebody.
let me think.
You got so many people, man. They face a lot of people.
Seriously, dude, literally anybody, anybody.
Literally.
Um, but man, do not do that to Will Ospreay. Put him in a match that people genuinely want to see. Do
Exactly, bruh.
Ospreay versus fucking uh
Somebody.
one of the main names I want to say if there isn't a match with Naito, that would be my number one. But one of the main people I want to say is Andrade. I would also
Oh, I wish.
I would also. I mean, you could put Ospreay in there with anybody. You could put Ospreay in there with a debuting Johnny Gargano for AEW, and the shit will make everybody absolutely lose their marbles. But
Hmm.
Ospreay just needs to be in the ring with somebody who's going to give him that same level back.
Exactly. Which
I'm trying
none
to
of the
think
best
of
friends can.
I'm trying to think of like a great high flyer that AEW has.
Hmm.
Fuck. Of course, nothing's coming to mind now.
Same. I know they're there.
Anybody, literally
Literally
anybody. Do
anybody.
not put this dude anywhere near the best friends, man. Give us a dream match that we know is going to go nuts. Swerve and Keith Lee are my two suggestions
I would say.
that I don't see doing anything else. One of the ones I was gonna say that comes to my mind. Well, both of them, as a matter of fact, are actually caught up in this Fatal 4-Way. Black would be just incredible,
Nuts.
and Pac
Would we
would be
go?
awesome as well.
Mhm.
Wardlow, you could put him in
Wardlow
there
could
with
be sick.
Wardlow. Anybody, dude. Ricky
Scorpion
Starks,
Sky.
Sky, somebody.
Somebody. Somebody that isn't the best friends.
God,
God,
everything
I
they
hate that
do,
group.
everything they touch turns to shit. It
They
does.
really, seriously, man, they are terrible.
Regardless, this was Will Ospreay's homecoming to AEW Dynamite. Speaking of New Japan Pro Wrestling, next we had David Finley versus Adam Page. This was a kick-ass match.
Hell yeah.
Hangman ended up picking up the victory. But yes, very good match. I do love, and absolutely love. I cannot wait to see how they do this, but I really hope they. So, you know the LA Forum show they did where they had the electronic boards behind the tunnels?
Yeah, yeah.
For everybody's entrance, make that shit swirl around like a Doctor Strange portal.
Oh hell yeah, they got to, bro.
One
They
side
got to.
AEW, one side New Japan. That is going to
Simple.
be sick, man.
Hmm.
Double R, what's
Truly.
going on?
Hey.
Yeah, bro. But yes, he has this match with David Finley. Absolutely fantastic match. Expect nothing less. He gets on the mic afterwards, and this is where I got goosebumps watching this shit. Adam Page tells everybody that he knows he's not going to get another shot at he knows he's not going to get another shot at the AEW World Championship anytime soon.
Hmm.
And this is where I kind of feel New Japan might have went a little bit wrong, or maybe their communication with AEW was off. I don't know what it was, but Adam Page says, but I could still go for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And then he
Man,
says,
oh,
I want Okada.
you got it.
That shit. That shit gave me goosebumps, man. That was
Hell
that was
yeah.
that was awesome. That
That
was
shit was
fucking
dope.
awesome. Yeah, that was incredible. Just even thinking about that match, two guys that have both have wicked ass lariats would be very cool. But now that really hasn't aged well because now Jay White is the champion. And
So
it's
it's like,
kind of like, and also with Will Ospreay too, he's now the U.S. champion.
yeah,
So, what do you do with him? What do you do with him,
he's
man?
really
You
gonna
know
put in a
what?
singles match now.
Even though he's the U.S. champ, I would think about putting him in that Fatal 4-Way. I think he could add so much to that.
Oh,
Fatal
definitely.
4-Way. I
He
would think
really
about
could.
it because unless you're gonna do Swerve or Keith Lee, nothing really else intrigues me too much. Not intrigues me, but nothing really screams a banger of a match other than those two. Maybe Wardlow as well, but um, I don't know, man. I would think about putting him in that Fatal 4-Way.
Definitely, man. I would. I would. It would add a lot and it would go crazy. But I totally forgot he won the U.S. title. Yeah, he's definitely got to do something. Not with the best friends. Um, and for Jay White, although I love that he won and his promo was fucking dope as hell, they could have
Yeah.
communicated with AEW better. Because now is it that? So now does Hangman want Okada? Just Okada? Or does he still
Exactly.
want the title? What's the situation here?
Mm-hmm.
Man, we gotta
Absolutely.
know.
Absolutely, because now Adam Cole comes out and he tells Hangman, says, pretty much that he wants the shot and that they were going to have a match for it.
Yeah,
Then Meltzer ended up reporting that it's going to be a triple threat. Now we have Jay White involved, so it's kind of like it's kind of just between four guys, and it's a matter of what you do, pretty much, because
exactly.
now you got Okada, Adam Page, Switchblade, and Adam Cole. So what do
Who's
you
gonna
do? A
go face who?
four-way? Do you do two singles matches, which is what I would do? I
That's
would
what I'd
probably
probably do.
do. As much as I
Hangman.
would like to see Hangman versus Okada, I would like to see, just because it seemed like Switchblade's hate was more aimed at Hangman, I
Yeah,
would like to see Hangman versus Switchblade for the World Heavyweight title because I think that needs to fit into Hangman's character. I think him challenging for the heavyweight title at Forbidden Door is crucial.
oh, I
And
think it
then
is.
I think Adam Cole and Okada could just put on a very good match, man. So
Definitely,
that's
man.
that. It really sucks that we won't be able to be seeing any kind of Andrade versus Naito because I really wanted to see that. I really
I
did.
really love that. I really would have loved that.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. But that's what I would do. I hear a lot of people saying do Jay White versus Adam Cole, but they kind of portrayed them as friends, and then do Hangman versus Okada, which I think I would probably do.
Yeah, the other way, it
Yeah,
makes a little more sense for what's going on TV right now, man.
absolutely. So I don't know, man. It should be interesting to see moving out of away from Dominion, but
It's interesting, man.
regardless we have two very good matches either way it goes. If we get the Hangman Okada Switchblade Cole, or if we get the Cole Okada Hangman Switchblade, either way it's gonna be sick. But I think I would go Hangman Switchblade Cole and Okada.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah. With that, yeah, that was the end of that segment. And next was Wardlow. Man. Wardlow comes out to that theme song again. That's not War Pigs.
Nope.
Absolutely breaking my
Still
heart
waiting.
here. This man needs to come out to War Pigs. I do not know what the problem is. I do not know what the fuck they're waiting on. Get him War Pigs, bruh. Something.
It ain't that hard, bro. Just do it. That's all we want.
Just get War Pigs, bruh. You don't gotta make nothing. You don't have to feed into the Wardlow Goldberg agenda. Just give him War Pigs. It fits him, and it's him.
Exactly.
Just give him War Pigs, bruh. Plain and simple. However, he wants it. We want it. Just get the fucking song. And besides, if they give him that song, do they know how much casual viewers are going to be fans of Wardlow? Just based off knowing Black Sabbath and knowing the song, probably.
Knowing the song, and it's a big muscly guy.
Yeah.
People love that shit. They'll eat that shit right up.
I mean, my God. I mean, whatever they ask for, it's worth it. Just pay the money. Just get the fucking song. Get the song. Because you imagine, casual fan, flipping through the channels. Oh shit, who's this guy? I kind of like him. And then he wins his match, and fucking War Pigs plays over the PA. Like, oh dude, this guy's dope as shit. He comes out to War Pigs. I know Black Sabbath. It's beneficial.
Simple,
just
bro.
buy the fucking song. Buy the song.
You'll probably be making your money back. Just do it.
Something, man. Give him the music. But anyway, Wardlow comes out, and he says the reason he wasn't in the Battle Royal, this is just... I get what they were going for, but it just did not resonate well whatsoever. No. He says the reason he wasn't in the AEW Battle Royal was because he wants to face CM Punk for the title, and he wants to pin Punk's shoulders to the mat, and he's going to wait till he gets back to do that. So that's kind of weird because Punk and Wardlow were almost kind of portrayed on better terms.
Yeah, and
Wardlow does know if he gets the fucking championship, whenever Punk comes back, they're gonna face for the undisputed championship anyway.
It's a guaranteed match when he comes back. So why are you gonna do something that's not a guarantee to face Punk to defend your title and keep it? And then, but storyline wise, you choose just to wait. Like, what? Man, they did not make him look good in that fucking promo, man.
No, it makes no sense. And then, as if this couldn't get any worse, I love him, man, but Smart Mark Sterling pops up as they continue this feud. Like, dude, stop. Dude, like, putting Wardlow in this stuff, in this comedy-esque feud, stunts his momentum so bad.
It really does. He should be going to face a crazy opponent at Forbidden Door.
Seriously, man, because have him face Jeff Cobb or
Suzuki or some shit.
Yes, somebody, man. Some fucking body. I mean, it makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. Like, you built the guy up phenomenally in a feud with MJF. MJF put this man the hell over so good. And you do this, and it just stunts the guy's momentum. Like, dude, why are you doing this to him? Why?
I don't get it, man. I really don't. this shit don't make sense. It's very simple, bro. Just give him a big cool opponent at a Forbidden Door, man, and just give him more pigs, bro. It's that simple, bro. It's that simple.
Music is so important to
Or
a
instead of Miro,
wrestler's presentation.
definitely, man. Or instead of Miro, should have put him in the Atlantic Fatal 4-Way contendership, man.
Hmm.
Something, man. Something that's not saying you want to go for the TNT title in a very weird way.
Yeah. Scorpio Sky comes out. Him and Wardlow kind of bicker back and forth, and yeah, I think this is definitely something that is possibly going to culminate over the summer.
Oh,
Wardlow
yeah.
Wardlow did bring mention that in the beginning of his promo that some of the guys that hold the TNT title have brought immense prestige to it, and then he mentioned how some of the guys that have held it recently has tarnished the belt's name. So that was
Yeah,
very interesting.
that was very
Uh,
cool.
yeah, definitely. You love to see things like that translate on TV, things that are the truth.
Hell
Um,
yeah, man.
and yeah, so yes, man, give him more pigs. Just update the man's presentation, and with and that song will do so. And my God, get him out of this feud with Mark Sterling, bro. I mean,
He's way bigger than it now.
dude, he's above the comedy shit, man. You don't realize how
Exactly.
much that stunts his momentum, and that just
They really don't.
and for the love of God, get this man War Pigs, please.
Please.
You that will up the presentation so much. Just
Oh,
do it
yeah.
already. What are you waiting for? Next, we got the Young Bucks. We got the Young Bucks backstage with the Hardy Boys. Yeah.
Man.
Uh, backstage with the Hardy Boys, and they pretty much announced for next week, Road Rager in St. Louis, that there is going to be a triple threat tag team match between the Bucks, the Hardys, and Jurassic Express. Christian had offered up, hey, why don't this be a ladder match? As Jungle Boy's looking at him like,
Like,
what
bro,
the
what the
fuck?
fuck? Why you making matches for me, bruh? Bro was so pissed. It was great.
Yeah, so you definitely see the way this Christian heel turn is going, but now I've heard that they're no longer promoting the match, so I don't know what's gonna happen with this man.
I
We'll
really
probably have a
don't.
lot more on Friday. Literally, all we know now is that he got arrested and he's out on bond now. So, uh,
Good lord, man. Fucking Jeff. Bro, bro, I had to pull a Uso, bro. He really did. Well, he really did pull a Jeff. He did it before anybody else, bro. Like, come on. Come on, bro. We all threw you the bone with that fucking shit, and this is how you do it? Just
yeah,
continue to do it, bro? Something's gotta happen, bro. Something's gotta happen.
yeah, yeah. Toronto says Scorpio Sky should not be losing the TNT Championship. Well, if
Oh,
he faces Wardlow, I think by the time we get that big match, I think they'll build it up for All Out. So I think
yeah. I
you
think it'll
give
be ready
him,
by then.
yeah, I think you give him. So I think what they're doing is I think they're using this Mark Sterling feud to like sidetrack Wardlow, and then I think Sky's gonna go on to do the
Have
summer
him.
with the championship, and then I think
Yeah,
come All Out, we'll get Wardlow versus Sky, and
that's
I
when he
think
wins it.
yeah, and I think that's a good enough. I think that's a good enough time for him to hold it. But
Definitely. Definitely,
yeah. Next, we have the problem. My fucking problem.
The actual problem. Good lord, is this
Marina
chick bad?
Shafir, who is 8-1 on AEW.
Dark. the
Later
fuck?
in the night, or earlier in the night, I mean, she looks Thunder Rosa dead in her face and says, what the hell did she say? She said something, and she did that horny Sasha voice that's just so cringe. She's like, you, let me be the problem you wanna solve, or something like that.
Some
And
weird
I'm just
shit.
like, what? It came off so horribly, bro.
And it's
Well,
just
Marina Shafir needs to be taken off TV indefinitely. She is not it. She's
ain't.
not it, bro. Thunder Rosa ends up winning with a roll up here, and Marina Shafir goes to attack her after the match. And none other, here we fucking go, man. None other than Toni Storm come out to make the save, and Toni grabs the AEW Women's Championship and hands it back to Thunder Rosa. Yes,
oh man,
this is what we're asking for.
Exactly.
A feud with people that know how to wrestle that aren't named Britt Baker.
Wow. How do they do it, bro? Goddamn.
Look
Who
at
thought it
that,
could be
man.
pulled off? A feud without Britt Baker.
Wow. You know,
It's what I want, bro.
You know, we mentioned the revolving door after Britt. Shouldn't even won the Owen, but
no.
After she lost the Owen, which is how I would have booked it, have Britt lose the Owen, have her take a month and a half, 2 months maybe off, and get her back for All Out.
Simple,
Do that,
bro.
because
It's simple.
she's just going to be one of the big names that they have, the princess of the division that is just there to do pointless shit every week, and it does nothing for anybody.
No, it really doesn't.
So with that, yes, very excited to see Toni Storm actually get a shot on AEW and having a women's title feud without Britt Baker. It is a beautiful thing to see, man.
Beautiful thing, man.
The main event was Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. I really fucking wonder who won this match, man.
Oh man, I can never guess.
I wonder, bro. Yeah. Obviously, it was Mox, and
obviously.
Who would have guessed that one? Who would have guessed Jon Moxley? He goes on to face the winner of Goto versus Tanahashi, which ended up being Tanahashi. So it is announced officially that we are getting Jon Moxley in the main event of Forbidden Door for the interim AEW World Championship versus Hiroshi Tanahashi, man. So very, very interesting, and it's going to be sick. We were supposed to get this match last year for All Out when Jon Moxley was having that New Japan feud, planting the seeds for Forbidden Door, man. So it's going to be sick, and yeah, it's going to be sick, bruh.
Truly, bro. I love it. I can't wait.
Yes. Rampage, Satnam Singh won his in-ring debut.
Oh, God. I didn't even watch the clips from that. I got to see that.
He won his in-ring debut against Davey Vega and some other guy. I know who Davey Vega is from the Indies, but I don't know the other guy. I can't remember his name. Yes, him and Jay Lethal won their tag team match. I was about to call him Undisputed Empire.
Yeah.
United Empire lost to FTR and Trent. Who won the match with Eddie Kingston and Jake Hager? It was Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it was Kingston.
Statlander defeats Red Velvet, and Athena and Jade get in some sort of pull-apart kind of brawl. Not a pull-apart brawl, but Athena ended up being...
Just sort of scrapping.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, that was the week of AEW, man. That was the week of AEW. Very good week. Yeah. And now we move on to Monday Night Raw.
I'm scared, bro. I heard about like two
God,
things on this show
was
before I
this
tuned in. My God,
was this show fucking boring as sin.
bruh.
It was, oh my God. If I didn't have that basketball game to keep flipping, I probably would have lost my mind because every time I flip back,
Just
it
boring
was
shit.
just it was boring as hell. You know what I mean? I'd watch majority of it. I'd watch a little bit, go watch the basketball game for like a hot 2 minutes, then I'd flip back, see nothing going on at all. You know, I'm like, dude,
Fuck
what
that.
the fuck is going on, man? It was just
Hell no.
awful. But the show opens up with The Miz. The Miz, and he's in a talk segment. He's in a promo
No
segment, man.
way.
Do you want to take a wild guess what The Miz's segment was tonight?
Something original? Nope.
Yep, you're getting there.
It was Miss TV, bruh. Who would have
Ding,
guessed?
ding,
But
ding.
um,
Miz TV. Completely original. The, I want to
man,
see a stat of how many Miz TVs WWE has done. I genuinely
dude, I
want to
don't
know the
know.
stat. We
Let's
gotta
see if
ask
anybody
Stat Boy
made that
Tony.
stat.
Bruh.
Stat boy Tony.
Dude. Miz TV again. So, yeah, that's just fantastic.
TV.
Miz talked about winning Money in the Bank. Paul Heyman was there aimlessly talking about Matt Riddle and how Roman Reigns is going to be there Friday. Riddle comes out. Paul Heyman tells him he's never going to beat him. Matt Riddle says, you know, that he's going to show the world what he's made of, and he's going to become the undisputed champ. Yeah, I think Heyman said something about you might not even make it there once you, because of the challenger that you have tonight. And that ended up being Tommaso Ciampa, or
Bruh.
Ciampa.
Just Champa.
This shit was just ass. Matt Riddle looks at the Miz and says, "Hey Miz, how are your balls doing?" And Miz just gives him this, you know, that like salty look he always gives. Yeah.
Fucking
Just, you
A.
know, completely
Just
original
generic
stuff
garbage.
here. Yeah, just, you know, nothing out of the ordinary here. Just bad
As
shit.
original, as an original as fucking Miz is gonna ever get, bruh. God damn, that shit sounds lame as hell.
It was horrible. Next, the Usos come out and circle the ring as Riddle's in the ring. And then the Street Profits come out to make the save. I thought we were going to end up getting a 6-man and the Miz was going to fight in his suit again.
Lord.
And team with the Usos to take on Matt Riddle and the Street Profits. But Montez Ford ended up defeating Jimmy Uso. I think they said something about them getting a tag team title match. So
No shit.
yeah.
There's that.
I don't know. Yeah. Seth Rollins was getting interviewed in the back, talking about, you know, why he did what he did to Kane. And he said, you know, being a WWE superstar requires you to make hard decisions, and just being Seth, just laughing it up, holding the sledgehammer. And Kevin Patrick asked him about, you know, how are you gonna face AJ Styles tonight in your Money in the Bank qualifier? And he says AJ Styles lacks the killer instinct that I have, and you know, he's not gonna be able to do it. And I really like this touch, but AJ walks up to Seth at the end of the interview and just punches him in the face, blindsides him, and he says, "That one's for Cody."
That one's for Cody.
That one's for Cody.
That one's for Cody.
But
But yeah, bro, that's awesome. I like that.
the sound that played in my head was the Bullet Club intro.
Same.
Once you're Bullet Club, you're Bullet Club for life.
Shit is heat, bruh.
Yeah, that shit was heat, bro. I love the Bullet Club tie-in there. Yeah, he said that one for Gay. But yeah, but Seth had AJ later in the night, and yeah, he tells AJ. AJ had an interview later in the night where he questioned Seth Rollins, saying that he had no killer instinct.
Yeah.
Being that he is a multiple-time world champion, I would think he would have to have some kind of killer instinct. Next, we have. Oh, what's up?
He used to be a heel in WWE and in the Indies. One of the biggest heel factions, but no killer instinct.
Right. But anyway, we have Dana Brooke versus Becky Lynch again for the 24/7 title.
Damn, fucking Becky.
Becky Lynch gets herself disqualified on purpose. Starts going off on a tirade on how the people don't respect her, and she worked so hard for us, and this and that. And she says she's going to teach Dana a lesson again. And she's going to teach Dana a lesson, and she throws her mic down, and Asuka's music starts playing, and her and Asuka get into a brawl. So yeah, that was that.
Hell yeah, bro.
Next, we have a Money in the Bank qualifier.
Oh god.
A tag team match between Doudrop and Nikki ASH versus Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan. They switched up Nikki ASH's look. Instead of wearing blue and gold, she now wears black and gold.
Oh, wow, what a heel, man! What a heel, man! Now she's dressed up like Black Bolt. I wish I could fucking go out like him from Multiverse Madness watching Raw. Just my head just explodes. Yeah, that's my reaction to Raw every week.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Alexa Bliss, bro. What is that music?
Bro, that shit's so ass, bro. I hate that damn fucking pop punk garbage.
Bro, that sounds like the fucking Hannah Montana intro, man. What the hell is going on here?
I'm telling you, bro. Sound like it's 2008, bro. That shit out of here.
Bro, that is hot fucking garbage. Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan win. They go on to qualify for Money in the Bank. So there's that.
There you go.
Next, we have Ezekiel.
Probably heard about this shit.
Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't remember who. Ezekiel had a promo after the match. I think he did. He did win because I think KO was real pissed off at the end. He might have got disqualified by count out. Yeah, he did. So KO gets counted out. He's pissed. Ezekiel says on the mic that he wants a shot at Money in the Bank. So he called up his older brother Elias, and he's gonna be here next week.
Oh.
And he's all zeked up about it. So he's on hard because his brother's coming back.
What the fuck, bro? Zeked up, bro. Why do I feel like it's gonna be, just Ezekiel? He's gonna be wearing some type of face mask or fake beard or some shit, or someone's gonna attack Elias on his way in, and you'll just see the back of his head or some shit. You're gonna find some annoying little way around this to where you're gonna ask yourself, why make that announcement in the first place? That's what's gonna happen, bro. Unless we don't know, and they are actually just twins. That shit will blow my damn mind. That shit will be the greatest shit in the world. They were actually just twins, but they're not. It's just Elias, but they're gonna find some shitty little way to get around that, which is gonna be just Why announce this shit in the first place?
Yeah, Cedric Alexander loses to MVP. MVP and
Shocker.
Omos look horrible. They especially look horrible coming out to MVP rapping. Um,
Shit ain't it.
ugh, absolutely
I
horrendous.
can look you up.
Yeah, it was to MVP's theme song, and
Oh,
MVP raps it, and the way they shot it was just so awful.
I bet.
It was horrible. It was horrible, and the sound was, or the song was not all that great. Yes, MVP won. After Cedric Alexander helping Bobby Lashley win at Hell in a Cell, Bobby Lashley did not give a flying fuck to help this man out, and he just lost to MVP in 2 minutes.
They
So,
got its ass, bruh. They really did.
yeah. Next, Seth Rollins beat AJ Styles in what was a Money in the Bank qualifier via roll-up. AJ Styles kind of was nursing an injury, so I don't know if that's storyline or if that's real. But yes, Seth is the first man in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So that is going to be very interesting, and I think AJ will get in by like one of those like last chance things.
Yeah, that they always do a last chance match or whatever the fuck.
Which is pretty dope.
Yeah.
But Seth wins via roll up here, and yeah, he is my pick to win the Money in the Bank.
Definitely, man. Same, man. Same. Or I can see I'm getting AJ in the match. Fucking Cody being the good guy he is.
Oh,
Somehow
spot.
I was gonna say he gave him his spot, his shot at the match. I can see Cody doing that type of shit. Take it. You need it more than me. At least she'll be here. Some weird cheesy shit. At least your daughters can see you do something live or whatever the fuck Cody would say. Cody would somehow bring up his daughter, talking about AJ's daughter. You know Cody, bruh. But
Yeah.
I hope they add AJ later on, which I think they will, because who else you gonna fucking add to this thing? But glad they added Seth first.
Yeah. Next we had Riddle versus Ciampa. That is fucking awful. Matt Riddle won the match here. Tommaso Ciampa got a little bit of offense, man, but honestly, not much at all. And he just loses to Matt Riddle. And that
Bro's
was
definition of a jobber on Raw. God damn.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Matt Riddle just beats Ciampa, and that was Riddle. Riddle just beats Ciampa, and that was it, man. That was fucking it.
Damn.
Next, Bianca Bellaire.
Oh,
The
Lord.
title of their video they posted is Bianca Bellaire engages in a war of words with Rhea Ripley.
Oh, God.
That is not the case at all. I can attest. This was not a war of words. This was Bianca Bellaire standing there as Rhea Ripley was reading off a teleprompter in the back.
Oh, I bet.
Bianca Bellaire comes out and she says, "I thought I knew Rhea." You never did.
So, oh, God.
But this new Rhea is just soulless.
What? Bro, I hate the way they fucking make these people talk, bruh.
Oh, man.
Talk goofy as shit. Talking about soulless, bruh.
And Rhea Ripley, you just see Rhea Ripley. You just see it zoomed in on her face. Hard as shit. You just see Bianca, 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 Bianca. She just kept saying Bianca like a robot. I'm like, my God, tell me you're reading off a fucking script.
Yeah. Just
and then as it zoomed in on her face, she just goes, and I'm like, bro.
Oh, good Lord.
She's like, I genuinely can't even recite the things she was saying. She was just talking a bunch of bullshit, just saying,
random shit.
Just random shit. And then Finn starts talking, as if he's got a beef with Bianca, and he says, "We do what we want, when we want." No, the fuck you don't, bruh.
What?
You guys are going to be off television before you even know, and you ain't going to be able to tell Vince McMahon that you're going on television because he ain't going to let you, bruh. So, then Damian Priest says, Edge didn't practice what he preached. He would tell us to do what we want, but then he would tell us to listen to his orders. So he's contradicting himself. And that's why we got him out of the group.
Man.
Yo.
Bunch of fucking idiots, man. Good lord. Talking about, what? Do y'all not know how a leader works or rules work? What?
He said he was the leader of our faction, but that wasn't the point because we all need to be equals. And we all are now. That's what he said.
Oh, bro, I think it might have been Finn, but one of them made a fucking Twitter post about, and it said fucking, now we're all on the same level. Yeah, you're all fucking on the mid card now. You don't have a main eventer to fucking keep you on TV.
Exactly.
What the hell? You don't want to be on the same damn level. You don't want to be the same damn level as Finn. The fuck? Not in WWE. You're straight to the mid card, bruh. Good lord. Fucking the mid card. I'm trying to think of a cool pun with mid card and Judgment Day. Fuck.
The midday.
The midday. The mid card day. Judgment.
Mid card hour.
Mid card hour. There you go.
There you go.
House of the mid card. Something.
And that is the hour after Raw because they ain't gonna be on television.
Nope. They ain't. They gonna be on Raw Talk.
So that's that. Mustafa Ali loses.
Oh, wait. I do have one question. Did they do the intro?
No, the intro's gone. So after Rhea got done with her promo, they played Judgment Day's theme song. They weren't even out there, but they played their fucking theme song anyway, and it just went right into the guitar riff.
Damn.
Yeah, it just went right into that. So
rest in peace, bruh.
We did not, bro. Rest. R.I.P., bruh.
Alright.
You know me? You never did.
Rest in peace, bruh. That shit was so bad. I loved it.
Shit was legendary. Golly. Mustafa Ali loses to Chad Gable in 3 minutes.
What the fuck, bruh? All I remember is that's basically the first thing I tuned into. And man, oh man, I've noticed it so much because it's happened with 2 matches at like end of the show right before that main event garbage. Someone would come out, and then they would go to commercial, and then they would have either a backstage interview, or a promo package, or recap of the show, and it just cuts back to that same person's entrance, bruh. How long do they have to let these people stand out there with their entrance music playing, bruh?
They did it with Bianca. They had her come out. They come back from commercial. They aired some video packages. And then they come back, and she's just sitting in the ring like a fucking idiot, just smiling, waving her fucking hair around. And I'm like, how long was she out there jumping around, twirling her hair? Like, ugh.
Like, bruh, I can't do that shit. I'll tell them start the fucking match. You can play this shit later. I hate that shit. I don't want to be standing out there. I'll go grab a water while I'm fucking waiting something. The fuck?
Just walk in the back and then walk back out with a fucking water bottle.
Just a bottle of water. I'll just go up to Michael Cole. Just, hey, bro, you got more water? Just, come on. The
Rey
fuck?
Mysterio loses in the 3rd hour to Veer Mahan. Holy shit.
God damn. Is this shit already so irrelevant?
And in the main event, well, the last slot of the show, we get Bobby Lashley versus versus Theory in not a match, not a U.S. title match.
No.
In a pose down challenge.
Where they got up on a pedestal and flexed for 7 minutes left of the show.
Bro. And the show went off the air with Austin Theory oiling up Bobby Lashley. He
Squirting
oiled
oil
him
in his
down.
eyes. Dude, that shit was so ass. What the fuck? And then I have to hear commentary fucking thirsting over these grown men. Like, bro, what the fuck is this? What the hell going on, bruh? Ah, don't delegate Bobby Lashley to this. Don't delegate Bobby Lashley to just a notch under Theory's belt before Cena. Like,
Bro.
what? Like, come on, bruh. Come on.
That's where it's leading, because Bobby Lashley was pointing about, kind of making an assumption that he wanted to take the title off of him. But dude, I forgot to mention this. When I was listening to Alexa Bliss's theme song, the first two lyrics are "Stand up, shut up." That shit just had me dying laughing when I heard her come out. I'm like,
Shut up.
"Stand up, shut up." I'm like,
What the fuck does
what?
that mean? Like, so you don't want me to cheer for you?
That's what the fucking people do this whole show. They sit
Oh.
on their fucking hands and they shut up.
Oh,
Alright.
3,100 of them. Because that was how many people were in attendance. Lowest Raw attendance ever at
Really?
a little over 3,100 people in a
I wonder where
15,000
they
seat
were
arena.
tonight.
I have the post on Twitter. Let me see.
So,
I know I retweeted it.
so, also,
No, I
Roman
got it.
Reigns is coming back.
For a one match.
For a one-off on SmackDown. Not even a one-off on Money in the Bank.
Nope.
Literally
just
a
SmackDown.
one-off on SmackDown.
He couldn't be caught dead on a Sunday. Bro got a barbecue that day. So he's doing this on a random Friday. Come on, bro.
Brother.
Yeah.
And Gunther. Gunther beats...
They just say it like Indian. Gunther.
That's his name, man. He's Gunther.
He's Gunther.
Gunther beats Ricochet in like 4 minutes, bruh.
Literally, bruh. Bro just chopped him.
And Gunther and Ludwig, well, not Ludwig, but Gunther is the IC champion.
God,
And no one, in what world does WWE get you to not give a single fuck about Ricochet versus Walter? In what? I'll tell you how.
An IC title
Ricochet versus Gunther in
Yep.
a title that was once so unbelievably prestige.
Now it's
in
just
the
there.
hands of the Miz. Hard to believe nowadays, but
Yep.
on a title that was once so prestige. Oh my god. Oh, dude.
What?
Not to mention, I shit you not. Also on this show, bro.
Oh
Dude.
god. Oh, no.
Bianca Bellaire, Ronda Rousey.
Oh god. Dude, I
Ronda
saw that promo.
Bro.
So Get a
Ronda
title
Rousey
shot, see?
is standing in the ring with Shotzi.
Bro.
And she says to her, "You want a title, Shotzi."
And she laughs at her own joke, bruh.
Pack
it so
it the
dick.
fuck up, bruh. Pack it
Bro,
up.
fire her ass, bruh.
Bro.
She ain't doing shit. No
I
one talks
would've-
about her ass.
If I'm Vince McMahon, second she walks through that curtain with that title, I'm ripping that shit off her shoulder, bruh.
I'm
Give me that,
catching domestic,
bro.
bro. Give me that shit.
What the hell? You want a title, Shotzi.
Fire
I
her,
want
bruh.
you to get the fuck off my television, Z. How about that? Okay?
The fuck, bruh. She too damn fucking... Bro, she's garbage, bruh.
And then she
Gee.
says after that, if you want it, you're on ski. What the fuck, ski? How about that?
I
Get
want
this
to commit
shit ski
suicide ski.
off my TV ski. How
Fuck.
awful. You want a title, Shotzi. Get that lame ass fucking shit
Bro,
out of
get
here,
that
bro.
shit out of here. Get that goof ass shit out of here.
What
Get
the
fire
fuck,
her ass,
bro?
bro. Man, get her the fuck out of here. That shit's sad.
But yeah,
Oh, I got
yeah,
the
man.
arena for Raw.
Oh, let's hear it.
It was the Intrust Bank Arena, which has a full seating capacity of 15,750 people, and they were only able to draw 3,167 people.
Almost 2,000. They're closer to 2,000 than they are to one or
Yep.
to four. I mean,
Yep. Literally, bruh. 3,100 people in a 15,000 seat arena. Oh, bro. Come on, bruh. That shit's sad. That shit's the definition of sad.
they are genuinely closer to 2,900 than they are to 3,500. Where
Dude,
was it at again? What was the?
the Intrust Bank Arena? Let me see again. I don't think it said the city.
There. Let's see.
Oh, in
Where is the
Wichita.
Wichita? Oh, Kansas.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm surprised they scraped that many people off of Kansas. God damn.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, Roman Reigns is coming back for a SmackDown one-off. What a champ! And Gunther is the IC champ, and that is the week of WWE television, man. Absolutely
God damn.
horrendous.
Horrendous.
I just want to thank God for providing us with a Game 5 of Warriors versus Celtics tonight, so I had something to fucking flip back and forth to.
Or else it might have been an hour late. You might have fell asleep, bruh. No cap.
We might have been We might have been caught up on live
Where you might
tomorrow
have been,
morning with
The
Unscripted
fuck?
because I probably would have been sound asleep. I
Oh.
probably would have took some fucking NyQuil as soon
Mhm.
as soon as Matt Riddle asked the Miz how his balls were, and that was the first thing on the show.
Literally. What the hell, man? The
All
fuck?
night. That's how I would have been if I didn't have. Thank God that I had that game to flip to. That was intriguing.
Good
Unbelievable.
lord. That shit's
But yes.
ass, bruh.
That was the week of wrestling. And yes, yeah, man. It looks like that is going to do it for this edition of Notorious Unscripted, man. This has been episode 95. We are inching closer to episode 100 of Unscripted, man. And with that, that is going to do it, man, for this edition of Notorious Unscripted. Once again, man, if you guys have not got the merch, I'm wearing the red one right now, and if you guys have not got it, the official merchandise for the Notorious Heels podcast, bonfire.com, top of the link in the description, and it is on the link tree to all my social medias at Johnny Mayhem NHP. So, yeah, man. On the left, again, you got the base Notorious Heels podcast logo design, and on the right, you have the best kept secrets to the IWC, the Riddler inspired IWC's best kept secret shirt, man. So if you guys have not got a chance to pick those up, you guys can now pick those up. They are live on the merch shop. And yeah, man, with that is going to do it for this edition of Notorious Unscripted, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and talking some wrestling. Thank you guys for everybody who stopped by. And yeah, man, once again, always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Friday, 4 p.m. Central with the news. We'll see you guys then.
Peace.